Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to FS19 and Ricciville. Now, we are still liming the fields. I finished pretty much all of them. This guy's just about done. I've got one more row. He kind of sat here while I was messing about with something else. So, we're going to, I'm feeling we've maybe got more than one row, eh? Good stuff. Ooh. Yeah, it was almost a little too generous there. Ah, here we go. Let's just get to the edge. So I need to think about what it is we want to put in for crops. And I'd kind of like to get your guys' opinion on that. With all of these factories and such that we have up and going, what is it we really need serious lots of? Like, I'm not that concerned with what we put into the smaller fields. You know, we'll just look for whatever we've got spaces in our silos. In other words, things we haven't done to death already in the first one. And, like hemp. And make some of those up. But again, I would prefer to get in conjunction with the factories wherever possible. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, other than that, I have one... That's kind of creepy. Oh, I thought that was like tubes that were undulating. I guess that's running freely across some sort of a belt or something. Interesting. Oh yeah, and then you just got your little sprayers, or spreaders. And they're simply a bunch of little baseball bats on a wheel. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, this, once we're done this row, I have a little tiny field way up there. Field, I believe field 11, up by Central Station. And that's it. That's the last one requiring a line. Whatever's left in this, it's not like we're going to have to go fill it again. Now, our other spreader is currently working field... They all disappeared on me. 19. Yeah, that's a pretty big field, so he's likely going to need us at some point to go, hey, here's one more fill-up. But beyond that, as I said, what's really concerning me here is how shall we fill our daily crop quota for this particular spring. Now, one thing I'm going to do this year as well on the farm is, come harvest time, hopefully we'll have a bunch of money, and the way the solar stuff and all that makes us money at night, I think will be good. I mean, I just bought whatever the heck it was, many thousands of dollars of lime, and it didn't put much of a dent. But do the old buy and sell deal with a bunch of the fields. Well, not a bunch. I mean, whatever's necessary. You know what I mean? Like if there's a field of, you know, lavender, and we want lavender for one reason or another, right? We can buy the field long enough to harvest it and then sell it back. Right? You don't lose anything. All you do is gain, as a matter of fact. You know, and whether or not it's fully fleshed out with 100% fertilization and lined and plowed and all that, again, not nearly as big a deal because, well, you didn't invest the money into the lime or the fertilizer or any of that, or the equipment or the maintenance or yada yada. So, now, as I said, we've got that one tiny little field. Whoop. Way up the other end of the farm. Now, next episode, we will be a day later. I mean, we can't even plant anything today, obviously. It's only 1 degree. Now, clouding over. Looks like it might rain. That's a thing. Could be a thing. You know. But, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But we definitely need the temperatures to come up. I believe 5 degrees Celsius is what they consider the low end of planting. And I would agree with that, a ground temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. I'm sure you guys don't care whether I agree or not, but again, from someone that does know a little bit about real-life soil management, yeah, that's I would agree, is a reasonable starting point to start getting plants into the ground. Depending on what they are, of course. Some stuff, the slightest sniff of cold, and they just go, no thanks, I'm going to fold up and die now. Do you see what you've done? And that's the end of them. You know, other things, you basically chip a hole in the ice, drop it in there, and go, yeah, we'll see you in the fall. And it grows. But I don't think there's too many of those in the farm sim. So yeah, somewhere down here. Now, I don't actually, I guess I should look here, because I don't remember which it is. It is field 11. Okay. So it's tiny. Like, I don't think it's much bigger than these two pieces of equipment put together, to be honest with you. So we'll have to see how this goes. But we're going to find out, because it's right up here. There's the mighty field 12. It makes field 11 look tiny. So you can imagine how tiny field 11 is. Well, imagine no more. There it is. Field 11. Okay. Let's get that down. Yeah. This is a pretty easy gig, isn't it? Okay. But it is, like I said, luckily enough, the very, very last field. So let's get her done, and we can get these spreaders parked up for the season. Well, not quite. Like I said, we've got that other one going on, and I have a feeling that he's not going to get through what he needs to get through, because that's a big field. That's one of our larger ones, as far as this, straight up kind of rectangular things go. We're turning around there, between trees. There we go. Oh, I left a gap there. That's not good. That's not good. Oopsie. And all that. That's okay. Again, no big deal. In 96% of the field covered in lime, yeah, it's fine. It's going to have to be, isn't it? There we go. And here again, using twice as much as we need to, because we've only got this little strip left, but that probably counts for 10% of this twinky little field. So we might as well do it, right? And good. There we go. Get that last little bit. And then we can take this guy home. There we go. Let's fold you up. Oh, that's a little nicer, eh? Much better, actually. Much, much better. We'll take this way back. The scenic route. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We still got the other piece of that sitting at the shop, eh? Cool. We will be making use of it. Like I said, it's supposed to be, I believe, 8 times faster than this particular belt setup we've got here for only twice the money. I think that's the way it worked. These are about 30. Well, the original piece, the little piece on the bottom, I think is the same. But the big guy, I think these are 36K to buy, and I believe it's 70 something, 72 or something for the super fast guy. But he's sitting at the shop. And we will need to haul that out there. Unfortunately, it doesn't hook up behind the loader. It has a different hitch, so. Whoa. Yeah, this is a bit of a nasty bridge. And apparently we got one of those. What do we got? We got 8 wheels on the tractor. Another 4 on there. So one of our dozen wheels got caught in one of those holes. Now I must have missed the notification, because Buddy's not spending any money. Oh, but he didn't have much left, did he? Well, we'll go check, see what's going on with the other tractor. I've also added, we set up that second farm, or not farm, the second cow bar there, the last season, I guess. And alright, I don't want these sitting in the machines because lime tends to harden, and that's the last thing we need. It will actually mean we could never use these again. Oh, darn. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Oh, crap. I thought I'd be able to dump it. Oh, man. No, don't get back in that thing. Crap. Oh, that's not good. And it won't pick it up. Oh, man. You think I'd know better by now. Well, maybe not. Okay, we have to open this, maybe? Alright. Nope. It won't pick them back up. Wow. Huh. And if I move it a little further from the silo. No, apparently not. Well, that was a bit of a oops. Well, okay, it wasn't a bit of an oops, it was an absolute idiot oops, but there you go. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. So those are all buried under our silos somewhere. And they will be there now forever, I guess, pretty much. Wow. I'm a bit of a dummy. Well, I'm a bunch of a dummy, but oopsie there. sure it can pick it up there, although how much good that's going to do us at this point is beyond me. Well, that was certainly a waste. Dang. Dang. Alright, let's see if we can find this other guy. Hello? Hello? There he is. Oh. You're all out, are you? Wow. Wow. You know what I think I'm gonna do, fella? Since you are actually completely out, okay, that's really weird. Have you ever seen anything like that before? And look at how big the spread is. Okay, you know why? Damn, he's putting fertilizer down, not lime. And it's because it's out. Because I've done this before. While there's lime in it, if you switch them over, they put lime down. I wonder why the spread is bigger, though. I guess it can't fling, oh, well, that's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? Huh. That's a bit of a bugger indeed. Alright. Well. Yeah. That's a little less than impressive. I've just got to tell you. Now, here's a question. Oh, they're not, are they? These silos are not universal. What I dump in one doesn't appear in another. So if I go here and try and load lime, there just isn't going to be any, is there? I'm pretty sure. That would be awful nice if there was, but yeah. That's what I thought. It's too bad. A lot of maps work that way. All of your silos are linked. I know it's magic because you'd have to run an incredible series of augers and pipes and you name it to actually move our stuff from where we've been dumping it to here. But man, it would save me some time, wouldn't it? There's something you don't see every day. Oh my. Alrighty. Because I'll show you, once we put lime in here, when we get back on the field, I'll actually switch that. But I did switch it, didn't I? Yes, okay. I'll switch it back to where they buy it, and they'll just continue to spread lime on the field. Even though they will not use any out of the tank. So it's not like, okay, that's what's in there, that's what they're using until it's gone, because as we know, it doesn't work that way. They don't wait till the product's gone. It's got nothing to do with it. As soon as you click buy, they start buying it. So here we go. Yes, lime. Thank you. And let's get back there. And I know this is sort of a couple episodes in a row of doing the same sort of thing, but... Oh, you'll also notice I've gassed up the tractors. Quote unquote. I know it's dieseled up the tractors, but... Yeah. Better safe than sorry. Make you all dizzy yet? Yeah. At McDonald's. I'm pretty sure it's been at least 20 years since I've walked into one of those. We do have one in town. It's not like I couldn't go to one if I wanted to. It's just, even thinking about them makes me want to just woof. And I literally woof. Alright, let's... I'd like to get that running. I really would. We need to buy bees, I guess, and then supply them the food. I don't know why I want to get it running. It's probably not the most payoff-ish thing in the world. Alright, well... let's try and get this done here. There we go. Put down the wee platforms. And let's hire them up. Okay, there we go, right? Putting lime down, everything is good. Let's go in here. Let's go to buy. Alright, see those numbers? He's buying this as fast as we can use it. You'll notice that he's not using any more out of the tank. But he is still spreading lime. He hasn't just mysteriously switched to fertilizer. So that's a little bit... Now, I mean, you know, it's the same one. It says fertilizer. Right? That's why I thought it would work. Because like I said, I've done this before. You know, he was down to like 1% or something. And I switched it over to buy just to finish the field. And, oh, well, we're going to have a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. And it's exactly what he did was this. He simply used what was there to finish the field. Now, we don't need to be spending money like a mad monkey, of course. So let's turn that back off. And you'll notice, amazingly enough, he continues to spread this. Alright, now he thinks he's done. That's fine. But we're going to have a little bit of a mess in the middle of that field. I can live with that. Oh. Huh. I thought I turned the helper off, but he was actually going to drive to the field and start the next row. Wow. I was just so impressed now. But you know what? We're not going to go helper vision here. We're going to do this ourselves. So... and yeah, we're going to have a little gap in there as well, but so it goes. I'm not terribly concerned with it, like I said. As long as we get the lion's share of everything in there, we're good. We don't need to be perfect, we just need to be reasonable. Funny, it doesn't actually leave lime. You notice that? The areas around those are actually clear of lime. Interesting. There's been all kinds of odd little spots in the field. And I can only imagine what they actually are is where other machines had stopped and then started again. You know, like there's one over on, I think it's our hemp field, where you can quite clearly see that the square it left empty of lime is where the harvester had come to a stop, emptied it, you know, we'd emptied it out, and then it had continued on. Because the shape of the square was exactly that, you know what I mean? There wasn't much doot about it, so... now... there we go. Try and keep her fairly square down the old track here if we can. Let's put her on cruise control. Let's jump in the cab. Hurrah. Yeah, I do apologize for Having kind of two episodes very similar, both dealing with getting these fields lined, but it's been such a big job, it has literally taken me hours and hours. So, finishing off the other ones and stuff. But this should be it for lime for the rest of the year. We had so much fun with it this year, maybe we'll even shut it off. Like, why was that not harvested? What the heck? Huh. Well, I'm sure there was a reason. Ooh, wage payment. $1,048, eh? Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And shut it off. Alright. There we go. See, the only place it's leaving lime is in our tractor tracks. That's funny. That is funny. Oh, well. Not a perfect session at all, but hey, because I don't pretend to be perfect. I may not be a real farmer, but I do play one on YouTube's. That's quite the field there next to us, eh? That would take us days to do. Well, at least we'll know better to try and empty this one when we get back to the farm. Or if we do, we'll empty it somewhere where it can actually do its weird lay it out in a strip. I'm not fond of that. I'm not. It's not like you can sell those back. So wherever you dump them, they sit there until you need them. You know, I had that issue on the server. These over on my farm, I had rows of those things everywhere. There was never enough to fill you up, but it was always enough to always leave a big mess everywhere. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. That is that. So yeah, like I said, guys, suggestions. What are some very important crops that we need to get, you know, the lion's share of our factories going? Most of our fruit and veggies is already taken care of. We just need to start doing big transport runs. Well, I mean, whatever I initially put in there has produced, and they were all brought to the point where they could produce. So we should have at least a medially small amount of every fruit and vegetable. It's the rest of the crops, however, well, we didn't do nearly that well. So yeah, I'm going to take this guy back. I'm not going to dump it out. I'm just going to park it up. And as I said, let me know. What do we want to start planting? Because next time around, it's going to be day 2 of early spring. It's hopefully going to hit 5 degrees, and we should be able to go. So there you go. Thanks very much for joining me here today. Hope everybody's having themselves an awesome day. Till next time, this has been Species 7 on the ever-amazing Ricciville farm. Thanks again, Steve. You're amazing, dude. Take care of each other, folks. Hit the like button, and ciao for now.